Karma is a concept that, in its essence, resonates with many people. Many believe that karma is like a scorecard in the universe, keeping track of our good and bad actions to reward or punish us. However, in reality, karma is about understanding that our actions have reactions. We often hear the saying, "What goes around comes back around." This idea is similar to Newton's scientific principle that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yet this is not merely a physical law. It is also a profound spiritual truth that encompasses every aspect of our existence. Here are the 12 laws of karma and how you can apply them to your benefit. These laws provide answers to many troubles and hardships in life. The Great Law. Let's say you help a friend move houses. That friend might not help you move the next day, but maybe a month or a year later, you'll receive help when you least expect it. It might not even be from the same friend. It could be from a complete stranger. It's like planting a seed of goodness and watching it grow over time. But karma isn't just about performing physical actions for others. It's also about how you treat people. If you are kind and respectful, others will often treat you the same way. It's like sending out good vibes into the world and receiving good vibes in return. Now you might be thinking, what if I'm nice and people are still mean to me? Remember, seeds take time to grow. Your good actions are like seeds you are planting. It may take a while, but eventually they will grow into something good for you. The important thing is to keep being good to people, no matter what is happening around you. Even if you're having a bad day, try to be the best version of yourself. Your actions, like seeds, will grow into something better over time. Life will always have its ups and downs, but if you keep putting good energy into the world, you are more likely to receive good in return. It might come in the form of love, friendship, or even a new opportunity you never saw coming. The universe has a way of bringing things full circle. So what can you do today to plant seeds of goodness? It could be something as simple as holding the door for someone, or as significant as helping a friend in need. Every small action matters. And remember, it's not just for others, it's for you too. One day those seeds of kindness you've sown will grow and return to you in incredible ways. Let this idea guide your daily life. Make it your mission to spread kindness, love, and respect wherever you go. The law of creation. Imagine yourself as a magnet. Just like magnets attract metal, you attract the kind of life you experience, not just based on what you wish for, but on who you truly are. If you radiate happiness, you're more likely to attract joyful people and experiences. On the other hand, if you constantly dwell in anger or sadness, you'll find yourself in situations that reinforce those emotions. Many people like to blame others when things go wrong. It's my boss's fault I'm unhappy at work, or I'm single because there are no good people left. But here's a wake-up call. You are the director of your own life. If something isn't right, only you have the power to change it. Don't just sit back and let life happen to you. Take control. When a great idea comes to mind, act on it. When an opportunity knocks, open the door. You have the ability to shape your future, so make the most of it. And what about the people around you? There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around. Are these the kind of people you want to be like? Do they inspire you or do they bring you down? You may not be able to change them, but you can choose who you surround yourself with. Maybe it's time to seek out friends or mentors who align with where you want to go in life. Fill your world with things that uplift and challenge you. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to music that energizes you, and watch movies that inspire you. When you surround yourself with positivity, positivity will find its way back to you. Remember, you can't control everything, but you can control yourself. So stop waiting for things to change. Start changing them yourself. Work on becoming the best version of you, and watch how the world around you transforms. If you're unhappy, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? Don't point fingers. Point them back at yourself and say, I have the power to turn this around. Be the artist of your own life. Paint a picture that you'd be proud to call your masterpiece. You already have the colors, the brushes, and the canvas. All that's missing is for you to take that first stroke. Your life is a beautiful creation waiting to unfold. So go ahead, make the first move. Shape it, mold it, and watch it grow into something truly remarkable. The law of humility. Imagine walking around with a pebble in your shoe. You know it's there, it's uncomfortable, but instead of stopping to remove it, you keep walking, pretending it doesn't bother you. What happens? It keeps hurting. Now, what if you paused, took off your shoe, and got rid of the pebble? Instantly, the problem is solved, and you can walk freely again. Life works the same way. We all carry pebbles, problems or challenges that make our journey difficult. Yet many of us ignore them, hoping they'll disappear on their own. But the truth is, avoiding a problem doesn't make it go away. It only causes more discomfort in the long run. So what's the first step to solving any problem? Admitting that it exists. You can't fix what you refuse to acknowledge. Let's say you're always late for work. If you blame traffic, the weather, or your alarm clock, you're missing the real issue. The actual problem might be that you're not giving yourself enough time to prepare. Until you recognize this, nothing will change. It might feel intimidating to face your problems head on, but the moment you do, you're already halfway to solving them. The energy you were using to avoid the issue can now be redirected toward overcoming it. Acknowledging your challenges isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're brave enough to face reality as it is, rather than as you wish it to be. Once you accept your situation, you start seeing it more clearly. You'll find solutions, turn challenges into opportunities, and grow in ways you never imagined. Take a moment to reflect on your life. What's going well? Celebrate it. What needs improvement? Face it. Don't run from it. The good news is that once you identify what needs to change, you can make a plan to change it. Maybe you need to learn new skills, seek guidance from someone who has been in your shoes, or make difficult decisions. Like ending a relationship that's holding you back or finding a job that aligns better with your goals. The key is to stop resisting and start accepting. When you do, you unlock the power to change, not just your situation, but yourself. Life becomes less about why is this happening to me, and more about what can I do to make it better. You are stronger than you think you are, stronger than you realize, and smarter than you know. The challenges you face are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. So take off that shoe, toss out the pebble, and walk freely toward your dreams. The law of growth. Some people believe that changing their surroundings will magically fix everything. If I move to a new city, I'll be happy. If I get a new job, everything will be fine. But here's the truth. Wherever you go, you take yourself with you. If you're unhappy now, chances are you'll still be unhappy in that new city or job unless you address what's truly going on inside you. Your thoughts shape your reality. Think of them as the steering wheel of your life. If you constantly focus on negativity, that's the direction you'll head in, toward more negativity. But if you shift your mindset to focus on the positive, you'll naturally attract better experiences. It's like training for a marathon. You can't just show up on race day and expect to win without preparation. The real work happens in the days, weeks, and months of training beforehand. The same principle applies to your dreams and goals. You have to start preparing your mind long before you reach the finish line. Dream big, but also consider the steps you need to take to turn those dreams into reality. The key is continuous growth. Let go of the things that drag you down and focus on what lifts you up. Make choices that bring you closer to your goals, not further away. And remember, growth isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong process. For example, let's say you want to be more confident. How do you grow in that direction? Maybe you start by giving yourself a pep talk every morning. At first it might feel silly, but over time, you notice yourself standing taller, speaking more clearly, and feeling more self-assured. That's growth, and it all starts with a single step. The power of planting seeds. Because you planted a seed of positive thought and watered it daily with action, growth was inevitable. The law of responsibility. Imagine driving into a storm. You didn't choose for the storm to appear on your route, but how you navigate it is entirely up to you. Do you slow down? Do you pull over and wait for it to pass? Or do you keep going? Life throws storms our way too. While we can't control the weather, we can control how we respond to it. If chaos surrounds you, if life feels out of control, it's time to stop and ask yourself, what role am I playing in all of this? Maybe you're dealing with a difficult relationship or a draining job. It's easy to point fingers and say, It's not my fault. But the law of responsibility reminds us to look inward. Even if you didn't create the problem, it's your responsibility to address it. You own your reactions, your emotions, and your next steps. Facing your role in your life struggles can be tough, but it's also liberating. You have the power to change your situation. Start with self-reflection. What can I do differently? How can I react in a way that aligns with my goals and dreams? Taking responsibility doesn't mean punishing yourself for past mistakes. It means learning from them to build a better future. You can't change what's already happened, but you can decide what to do next. Use the lessons you've learned as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. The law of connection. Every choice you make, every step you take matters. Whether it's deciding to wake up early, eat healthier, reconnect with an old friend, or take a different route to work, every action counts. These choices may seem small, but when added together, they shape who you are and where you're going. Here's the empowering part. Because all steps are connected, every moment presents an opportunity to steer your life in the direction you want. If you're not happy with how things are, remember that the next moment is a fresh chance to make a different choice. Got a habit you want to break? Start now. A skill you want to learn? Take the first step today. It's easy to look at someone successful and think they got there overnight. But success is rarely, if ever, instantaneous. Behind every so-called overnight success are years of effort, choices, and steps that built the path to that achievement. Your path might look different, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Your life, your choice. Every thought, every action, every decision you make shapes the life you're living. You have the power to take responsibility, embrace growth, and create a future that aligns with your dreams. It all starts with one step, one choice in the right direction. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one small step you're taking today to create a better tomorrow? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. Remember this: you are not a passenger in your own life. You are the driver. Take the wheel and steer toward the life you deserve.